Hi, everyone. I'm Casey Hamlin. I work for Integrity Mortgage, and this is Cady Toussaint. She's at Portside Real Estate, and we want to let you know what it's like to be a lender, be a realtor. We get a lot of questions from people that are looking to get in the business, and they want to know, hey, what's it really like? Yeah. And and so we want to give you the 411. I mean, what do you tell people when they reach out to you and they shoot you a message, say, hey, how do I be you?
I always say don't. But I'm just kidding. I definitely very I encourage anyone that if you're interested in real estate, do it. It was the best decision I ever made for myself. But it's not the glitz and the glam that you see on a lot of these reality TV shows that have come out, and there's a lot of nitty gritty behind the scenes stuff that's not so glamorous. I mean, I've literally with white pants on had to crawl in a dirty crawl space once, and like you have spiders in your hair and you're this and that. Like you got to really, I would suggest shadow an agent to kind of see what their everyday life is like, because it's great that you can become your own boss, you make your own schedule, but essentially at the end of the day, really, everybody around you makes your own schedule because you're trying to get into different showings at different times. You really are working a lot of weekends, nighttime, and I don't think a lot realize that. But the best advice I got was the first 5 years are your most important years to really like hit the pavement, hit the ground running, because this is how you get an angle in the direction that you want to go and figure out if this is for you or not. So I'd say for anyone looking to get into real estate, do it. But I would certainly go with an agent, shadow them a couple times to see what it's really like behind the scenes. Because there's nights where I'm crying from things. Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's not love or list it. It's not $1 million listing. I mean, it's tough. It's always a roller coaster, and you got to be ready for it.
Yeah, that's great advice. What from a tactical standpoint? What do you like? I know from a lending standpoint, like I tell everybody, if you don't have 3 to 6 months of survival money, it's not for you, because it's stressful and it takes a while to build your business, right?
Absolutely.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't know if you have anything to add to that, but
yes. I mean, your goal getting into it in your first 90 days is that you want to have a sale, but it's not like that easy. You become affiliated with the brokerage, but like you are your business. So it's like you work hard, you're gonna figure it out, but it's not it doesn't come as easy as I think people think it does. There's a lot of there's got to be a lot of passion, a lot of late nights, a lot of early mornings, and tough skin. You've really got to have some tough skin in this industry.
Why do you have to have tough skin?
You're working with a few different personalities, a few different. I mean, you could honestly show a client about 90 different homes and they don't buy with you, or they get their offer. They don't get an offer accepted until, I don't know, the 40th home that you see them. So it's like you really got to have thick skin when you're coming to the negotiation side. Unfortunately, you're going to have to deal with rejection on multiple offers. But also for your client, I mean, I am sometimes my client's therapist. I'm sometimes my client's like cheerleader. I'm there. Sometimes feel like they're financial advisor. I mean, you're playing different roles. Yeah. As well as being their real estate agent, their advocate. So you really just got to have thick skin and everything that
comes along with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, thick skin in lending is definitely required. It's not only from a financial standpoint, it can be tough. It takes a while to build business, like we talked about. Right. If you have call reluctance, it's not good it's probably not the best business for you. If you don't like the word no, it's probably not the best business for you, because, I see you could be the strongest, toughest person and, do manual labor. But if you can't take rejection, and if you can't handle, some criticism or anything like that, then, and a lot of us can't. It's hard to hear somebody, say, no, I
Absolutely.
don't want to work with you, or just, see your friends on social media, going with somebody else or something like that. All that stuff can be really, hurt the psyche.
Absolutely. And that was like kind of like with you saying that, like seeing your friends go with somebody else, like that was one thing I told myself when I got into this industry, where I know a lot of my friends, even some of my family, they have their own relationships with realtors. So I told myself like that's not going to discourage me. Like I respect that.
Good.
But I think it's tough, like when you're competing against a listing, and if you don't get it, you can kind of like, it's like that defeat that it's really discouraging, but you're kind of just like, you feel like, why wasn't I good enough? Like, was I not bubbly? Like, did we not connect? Right. So I think just having the thick skin of like reminding yourself, like, it's not what you're thinking it is, and like there's going to be a better opportunity for you, and just to keep going, don't let that hold you back.
Yeah. If you take things personal, right, it's a killer, because you go down a rabbit hole about it.
Absolutely.
And it kind of, instead of focusing on the things that are going to be productive for you.
Absolutely.
And so that's where it can become a little tough. But you also can be, you can generate an incredible amount of wealth in these fields.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, you can, you can really make a nice living for yourself.
You dictate your future.
Yeah.
That's you. Absolutely. And I think, it's a beautiful thing. It's really cool, but it's also, I think one thing I did struggle with, I'll be very transparent in the beginning, is comparing yourself to others, especially as a new agent. Because for me, my circle of 5 are my most influential people in my life. And so when I'm working in an office and there was very influential agents, really, really hardworking agents around me, and I needed that, but also to see their phones be ringing off the hook in the beginning and mine wasn't, I'm like, I had to keep reminding myself, like, I've been in this for 2 weeks. let's hit
perspective.
So I think that's also a thing that's tough for new agents, is do not compare yourself to everybody else around you. Like focus on you and goal set and keep moving forward that way.
Daily activities.
Yep.
Compartmentalizing. Like I think, like no matter if you're in real estate or lending, if you can compartmentalize your day, your life, what's going on, you can put your business on a shelf when you go home and then be present where you are. If you can do that, you should do this, because that allows you to, I think of Tom Brady. He comes to mind. Like I remember him talking about compartmentalizing things and being able to, just really be present where his feet were. And, I think if you're a lender and you can, if you have some issues with financing going on, but you can literally, spend the weekend and have a great time and then jump right back into it, come Monday or whenever the situation arises. I think it can be big time beneficial to be like that. If you're emotional and you have to react every time, it's going to be tough, because you're going to feel that roller coaster of emotions all the time. Yeah. Right?
Absolutely. So. And like business, you got to separate business from personal, but also I think with real estate, and honestly with lending too, like you got to be good at problem solving. And it sounds so silly to put it that way, but there's always going to be something, unfortunately, that comes up, and it's like, how are you going to view it? Like, how are you going to take that negative and turn it into a positive? What are you going to do to solve that issue? And that's why it's also so important to have a strong lender on your side, because it really is a team effort. It's not, we're not working against each other, we're working with each other.
Yeah. I always told my mother, she'd ask me how I'm doing, or first 6 years, she thought I was a real estate agent. First of all.
Go, Mom.
So now I'm like, Mom, I don't help people find the house. I help them get the loan. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching this. But I would joke around with them like I'm a firefighter. That's what I felt like, I was like, I'm just putting out some fires every day, and they could be small, they could be brush fires, but it could be some big ones. So absolutely. I don't know. There you have it, guys. That's what it's like in the crazy business of real estate and lending. And if you have any questions, our information is at the bottom. Give us a shout, and we'll be straight with you. Thanks.